to always give us some great information on Monday mornings. We've got Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue, and they've had another busy week out on the mountains. Dan, thank you for coming in this morning.
Always something to do.
Yeah.
And the coffee's free. Can't complain.
There you
We
go.
had a busy week. We had only had 4 missions. One of them took 160 man hours, but our total for the year is 38 right now, and
Which is high.
that's way high. That's if you keep going at that rate, which hopefully we won't do. We can go over 175. We were 147 last year, and what that means is you're really starting to burn people out. You're the same people are coming to the same mission time after time, and you can only do that for so long.
Yeah.
So slow down out there.
Yeah. Well, 4 missions this week, and one of them was not ideal.
No, one was not a good mission. We got a call from Air Force Rescue Coordination Center that someone had activated a personal locator beacon, this is a beacon that goes through the NOAA satellite and then down through a lot of electronics and eventually comes to us. And that means you got a problem. Doesn't tell you what the problem is, just you got a problem. This beacon was pinging in the middle of the avalanche chute on Resolution Mountain, which is right next to Fowler-Hilliard Hut. So Friday night we put a bunch of folks out. I think we had 4 going out at that time, and about another 3 or 4 in support. Get to the hut. Took a while, not a long time, because Resolution is a well-traveled road. A lot of the guide services use it. Get up to the hut. It is just snowing like mad, so you can't see the site. It's about 2/10 of a mile from the hut, no trees in the way, and it is where avalanches run. There are 3 or 4 a year in there that are noted, and probably others that aren't. So take a look in there and can't see anything. Interview people in the hut. One guy says, "Well, I've got a PLB, but I didn't activate it." So he shows our team the PLB, and no, it's turned off, and this one's still pinging. Leave the hut, start down the hill, and we find out about 45 minutes later, because it's the time delay, that the beacon shut off 8 minutes after we left the hut. This is somewhat suspicious.
Yeah.
So next morning we send another team out, because we want to look at this site in daylight, because we got to go till we either find it too dangerous or exhaust the fight of the beacon. Go to the hut, have a little more probing interrogation. It turns out there's a second personal locator beacon that when we pushed the gentleman rather hard, he admitted he'd accidentally activated for 3-4 hours and then turned it off right after we left the hut. Didn't tell us. So we ate 160 man hours. We disturbed 14 different people's lives, including mine, which gets very personal. When I don't get my sleep, I get grouchy, as anybody who knows me will tell you. And all for somebody that just didn't tell us. Or when he'd activated it, didn't then try and call 911. So he didn't try and do anything.
Yeah.
PLBs are horribly inaccurate. That thing went off for 4 hours, sitting in a hut, and was actually giving us a position 2/10 of a mile away. In an avalanche, 2/10 of a mile is the world. I mean, you're not going to find somebody. So, well, let's, if people have just a little more courtesy when they make a mistake out there, just own up to it and tell us.
Yeah.
And then we don't eat 140 or 160 man hours on something that we didn't need to do.
Well, on something that wasn't an actual emergency.
Nope. But with all these devices, when you hit what's known as the oh shit button, we got to go. That's what we're here for. That's what everybody signed on for. And you never know whether it's real or not. If we start to get more and more fake ones or false ones, not to coin a phrase, but fake news, then people start to make mistakes. Because, let's just take it slow, because this is another one of those faults. No, you can't do that. You got to go like it's real. And
well, exactly, because you never know if it's life or death.
You never know. And we've had several where it was life or death. But it doesn't take too many of these sort of odd things, especially when people effectively lie to you. I mean, you're asking everybody questions and you don't own up and say, "Well, I've got one and it may have been activated." Well, okay, we're going to yell and scream at you for a while. Not really. We're going to be strident with you. We're well trained.
Yes.
And but you're not going to get a ticket. You're not going to get a bill. Nothing evil is going to happen to you, except maybe you'll learn not to do that again.
Well, Dan, we are out of time, but thank you so much for coming in and giving us some great information. If you do accidentally push the button on your beacon to be found, just let them know when they get to you, or maybe call someone ahead of time so that they don't have to rally an entire team of troops to come to you. All right, coming up next, we're going to take a look at that full weather forecast with Ashley, so stay tuned.